Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob, Werewolves of London.
I'm Jen, and I don't have a cool last name like that, so, yeah.
I'm David, I guess? Yes.
Oh!
I didn't think of a beast name.
Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of Rob London again. So yeah, this is Feed the Beast. Today's episode of Rescue Bots, that is. First aired April 19th, 2014. And written by noted animation writer Greg Wiseman. We are back in Wiseman territory.
Hey,
I don't understand. Nobody makes sound in this episode.
Well, this is Rescue Bots.
I guess even it's like how Brandon Easton did an episode that wasn't like excessively grimdark because there's still guidelines that one has to work with. So I guess that's fair. I don't know. Taylor could have shown up.
Could have been something, yeah.
Well, to be also, two major characters do spend large portions of the episode entirely nude.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's a Greg Weisman episode.
Greg Wiseman, previously seen way back, he did an episode of Transformers Prime, the one where everybody's getting shipped. But you probably know him from a zillion other cartoon shows, most notably Gargoyles, Spectacular Spider-Man, Young Justice, I think was his that was him.
Yes.
He's always a guy who's got a ton of ideas for a show that often don't make it in because it gets cancelled.
Yeah.
Watch Gargoyles on Disney Plus, everybody. Maybe they'll bring it back.
I'm gonna definitely need to hit that. I'm on season 3 of DuckTales right now, interspersed with episodes of MODOK.
Oh, MODOK started. I need to watch that.
We're only getting an episode a week in Canada, so I am way behind.
I need to set you up with a VPN. You need to see it so you can tell me who all these people are. So you can appreciate, because of all the people I know, you are the one who most needs to see this show.
Yeah, well, I need to see it too, because the one spoiler I heard is a character I've really wanted to see. Just one goofy guy.
The one thing that I've mentioned is someone who I had expected to see in a different show entirely.
Yes, that one.
We will leave it at that. Anyway, so yeah, Gargoyles, good show. I've been meaning to revisit it and see if it still holds up, but it sounds like it does.
Yeah,
and then I will go to Cold Stone Creamery.
So we open with Cody, who's doing a little stargazing for his astronomy homework. Taking pictures of constellations. Blades is pretty sure that he can see the Mertonian star cluster, which is a fairly deep-cut Transformers reference.
Oh?
So, Optimus Prime, according to his toy bio, was rebuilt into Laser Rod Optimus Prime after a showdown in Sector 17 of the Mertonian constellation.
Oh, I see that now that I click on the link that it provides on the TF Wiki entry for the episode. Wow,
and weirdly, that itself is a late period G.I. Joe reference.
Mm-hmm.
Because late in G.I. Joe, they did all sorts of like weird alien stuff.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember that, and they had I had the Destro that had the spacesuit.
Yes, and one of these aliens was Carcass, who was like a weird alien monster, and he was from the planet Mertonia.
Oh.
So somebody, like, writing Hasbro bios in the mid-90s, really liked that name.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so it's popped up a couple of times in other Transformers fiction.
I talk excitedly about toys that I had when I was a wee child of, like, 14 or 15.
And, of course, Boulder wants to... He's pretty sure that they can't actually see the Mertonian star cluster from Earth. And he thinks that, they can see one of those human constellations, like the Big Dumper. Which is probably about as close to a poop joke as we're getting on this show.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we're very lucky about. There's not really poop jokes in this show.
I wonder if Greg Weisman actually knew that reference, or if he just looked up constellations on the TF Wiki.
That would make sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the TF Wiki was around by 2014. Oh, yeah. Yes, it definitely was.
Yes. No offense to anyone running it, it still kind of looks like it's in 2014.
Well, you can only
especially if you try to load it on mobile.
Much. Oh yeah, on mobile it's kind of.
Well, I mean, it's still kind of got the Transformers animated theme.
But it's a good theme.
But you know, it's clean, it's concise, it works.
Yeah. Yes, it's functional. Sometimes I think most of the internet has taught us at this point that it's better to just leave things working than try to fix them to death.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, what? So, I mean, yeah, what kind of wiki is this? It doesn't have like a bunch of auto-playing videos and enormous banner ads.
Yeah, that's another thing. Keep it simple, it works. Put your work into the research. Not the presentation.
And also get away from Wikia or fandom or whatever.
Holy crap.
Yes, don't even go anywhere near any of that.
So, hey, but pretty soon his attention is diverted from the constellations, and he quickly gets a picture of what appears to be the Patterson-Gimlin film.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. We get a little Legend of Boggy Creek, shadowy muck monster, skunk, ape.
Yeah, apparently it is the Maine Ridge Monster. Actual cryptid.
Really?
I was gonna say,
I didn't bother to look it up, but I wasn't.
I've found some references to it.
Okay.
I'm
that predate this episode.
And I'm going to bring up things of this genre later, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't encounter. Maybe I did encounter that in the Far Harbor expansion of Fallout 4.
I mean, the Maine Ridge Monster
in the
1800s?
Oh wait, that's in this episode, not. Dang it, Wiki! You're confusing me with reality.
I mean, it's just Bigfoot, but it lives in Maine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, been seeing that Bigfoot out there, have you?
It primarily eats lobster.
Better be keeping it away from that old pet cemetery.
Where do you think it came from?
I'm trying to think. Shockingly, I don't know that there is a Stephen King Bigfoot book.
No, I don't think there is.
Directly, no, but it probably comes up in one of those things it turns out to be, it was aliens all along, like Tommyknockers or something.
Well, I guess in Pet Cemetery, I think it's the Wendigo.
Yeah, well, it's just the Canadian version, which I guess that is a bleed over in the Maine.
So Heatwave goes to hunt it down, because they've got to warn the island because it's a monster. Monsters are bad, but instead Heatwave discovers a skunk and gets skunked.
Oops. Poor guy.
And
can he smell? I guess.
Well, they do olfactory things. It's come up before, I think.
Yeah.
Well, and they've definitely mentioned scent on this, and of course in the movie, Ratchet is sniffing with his nose.
Well, he's smelling for pheromones in that, and that's a little. I
don't want to count the movie for anything at all.
Let's just focus on the adorable little gas skunk cameo.
Yes.
I think you mean Stink Bomb.
Oh.
Or it's one of the it's Malodor and the Skunkticons from Robots in Disguise.
I almost forgot about those guys.
More skunks than you'd think, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chase consults his Lad Pioneer's Handbook, which recommends tomato juice, which does not work.
What? I thought it did, or at least covered the scent long enough for it to fade away.
What you want is a mixture of dishwashing soap, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure when my parents' hound dog got skunked at some point, that was not when I was staying with them. I think they just purchased some commercial skunk odor pet shampoo, which is a thing that you can buy because it's a thing that happens a lot. Mm. I do, him having the Lad Pioneer's Handbook did, as I previously mentioned, I've been working through DuckTales Season 3 now that that's on Disney Plus, and very Huey there. I appreciate that.
So yeah, he heads back home, and Cody's very excited that he's found proof of this monster. But everybody sees this photograph, and you'll, oh yeah, I'm just going to type that one up on my invisible typewriter there, Cody. Well, and also I think it's Cade who thinks that it might just be Mr. Talbot, the lifeguard.
Yeah, that starts coming up as a recurring thing. Yay, we get to talk about old Wolfman movies.
Yes.
Talks about him having a very hairy man.
Yeah. Yes, reference to Larry Talbot, played by Lon Chaney Jr. in The Wolfman.
Ha. But I think it's... I appreciate that as this episode continues, like, Huxley Prescott starts out being like, no, I don't want your dumb kid monster sighting. I have this very important thing I don't want to be covering.
Yes.
And then once it, like, picks up, he's like, this is the most important. We have 24/7 coverage.
Welcome back to Monster Watch, 24/7.
That's absolutely just gotta be, like, the public access channel. It's just his public access show.
Or he's like a trust fund kid and he owns the station.
Yes.
It's on the same level as the public access Star Trek show that used to air in the early 90s in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was like a call-in show. The guy had the uniform. The show was called 10 Forward.
Okay.
This sounds amazing.
And he just called in and talked about Star Trek.
Exactly my jam in the 90s. I would have loved that if they had it in the DC metro area.
I think you can definitely... it's definitely on YouTube, I'm sure.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to look that up next time I'm bored in the middle of the night at work.
But for whatever reason, Next Generation was huge in Toronto. They had a public screening of the final episode at the Skydome, the baseball stadium.
Wow.
Anyway, so and I also forgot to mention that Feed the Beast is an extremely cool episode title.
Yeah.
It is. It's kind of surprisingly cool for rescue bots.
Yes. Although, unfortunately, it is also the name of that David Schwimmer show that used to be on AMC.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was one of AMC's desperate attempts to find their next Mad Men or Breaking Bad. Oh. It was David Schwimmer and that guy from that Across the Universe movie, and they were like, it was like a gritty drama about them opening a restaurant.
Weird. Never heard of it.
And the final episode closed with them like being locked in the restaurant as it's burning down. And then the show was canceled, so I assume they just all died.
Yes, that's it. They died. You know, what we did have in the DC area was the, morning top 40 station people who were slightly less obnoxious than your modern top 40 show morning people. They were like the prototype of that. Mm-hmm. But they were big Trekkies, and they would show up for like events on the Channel 20, which was like the syndicated station that was showing Star Trek. And they'd have them doing spots in like Klingon makeup. But they were like big Trekkies. Also, they really liked announcing snow closures in Fauquier County. Which is about, I mean, this was something that I listened to in the mornings when I was like 13. So, you know, not a high level of sophistication. But that's kind of what they go for. But they were like big Trek people, and they'd do a lot of public event stuff, along with the local station that showed it. But I don't remember there being like any huge showings of, important episodes at major venues.
So nobody really believes him, although the chief is clearly the nicest about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, listen, this, I don't necessarily believe in it, but, this picture, it's enough to convince you, Cody. So,
Says, I believe that you believe it.
Yes.
He's a very good dad about it.
Yes. So, the next day, we're out at the charity sandwich sale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, it is where super science meets super sandwiches.
It's where you can pick up you can go through the drive-thru on your helicopter backpack at a Zeppelin.
It's like a food truck, but it's a Zeppelin. Who else, other than the guy in the helipack, is buying food from this blimp?
That is a good question.
This is a very good question. Yes. Because they do, end up... We see the guy in the blimp, and he's got, a old, soda shop kind of uniform with the little paper hat and everything. And, yeah, he's serving food out of his blimp to the one guy who can fly up there.
It's like that Jon Favreau movie Chef, but in a blimp.
Yes.
Just driving across country in my blimp with my son and John Leguizamo, and also betting improbably attractive women.
Yeah.
I love Jon Favreau, but nothing says I wrote and directed this movie than Jon Favreau romantically connected to both, I think it's Sofia Vergara and Scarlett Johansson.
Really? Really? Really?
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Although, again, in the Marvel movies, he is romancing Marissa Tomei, so who knows?
Well, yeah, that's aiming
Chicks
high, but it's closer age anyway.
Chicks dig the favs, I guess.
No, they don't really.
Anyway, the mayor is here shilling some truly horrific-looking canned meat, magic meat.
Yeah, weird mystery meat, which looks like congealed pink slime.
Oh, it looks hideous, and apparently smells terrible, but he's eating it.
Yes, he is very enthusiastically eating from his own stash.
So Cody's all, well, listen, who's going to believe me about this crazy bullshit? Hey, Huxley Prescott!
Oh no, after what we've gone through a few episodes ago, don't feed the Prescott. It just ends badly.
Look, he wants somebody to believe him, and he's like, who's the most gullible person here?
But, and even Huxley Prescott is all, out of my way, boy, you bother me.
Yes.
Because he is there to cover Doc Green's hamburger railgun.
Yeah. What? Oh, I forget what he calls it. Magnetic delivery something or other. But it's a railgun.
Magnetic Instagrill. But it's a railgun.
Yes.
Listen, now I'm just imagining have you seen that movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, no, but I should.
Probably, but it's been a long time.
Well, at the end of the movie, he is dual-wielding railguns.
Weird.
And now I'm imagining the end of that movie, except they're firing hamburgers.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
That is also the movie where there's an action scene at a zoo. They end up breaking the alligator tank, and he has to kill an alligator and uses the one-liner, "You are luggage."
Oh, poor alligator.
Why? This sounds... No wonder I haven't seen this one. It sounds terrible.
It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's peak cheesy Arnie.
Don't worry, no alligators were harmed because they're CG alligators, and the movie's from 1996, so they're terrible.
Oh, wow.
It's like he's fighting a character from Beast Wars.
Oh, man. That sounds amazing.
It is.
This does sound amazing.
Again, he's dual-wielding railguns, which they say in the movie are firing projectiles close to the speed of light.
With that, not how... Oh, whatever.
No!
And they also have X-ray sights so that he can, see people's skeletons as he's shooting at them.
What? No!
So this movie is set in, 2050 or something?
It is set in 1996.
The fuck?
It also has James Caan and the painter from Murphy Brown. And Vanessa Williams. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, Arnold jumps out of a plane and then gets into a gunfight with the plane that he jumped out of.
What? What? No, what? What?
I smell a future Patreon episode.
Yeah, possibly. It sounds like it's as dumb as one of the later Die Hard movies.
Oh, it's
sounds
way dumber.
Amazing.
Anyway,
man.
hamburger railgun. And amazingly, it works. Nobody gets a hamburger fired through their torso or anything.
Well, until...
Yes, until Mayor Luskey decides, why don't I just cram an entire can of this magic meat in there?
And
even though Frankie
tells
says
him that's too much.
It's not meant to handle meat. It's not meant to handle meat of that magnitude, Captain. And so he fires a giant flaming meat missile into this blimp, which goes full Hindenburg.
Yeah,
the meat manatee.
All so that he can make a Hindenburger pun.
Yes.
This entire 5-minute chunk of the episode is for a Hindenburger pun. That's commitment to stupid.
It is amazing.
So Danny and Blades have to rescue the poor guy who was up there slinging burgers in the blimp.
Yes. My life's work. Never should have invested in a food blimp. Someone save John Leguizamo. He's in the back.
No.
It's Graham and Boulder who save the mayor, and so in gratitude he gets some meat, a nice case of Christmas meat.
Meat.
So yeah, nobody's interested in this photo. Again, somebody suggests that it's Mr. Talbot, which, how hairy is this guy that two people totally unprompted say, it's like a hairy beast in the woods, must be this guy we know.
I mean...
Until we actually see him.
I have an uncle who's like that. Definitely needs to do some manscaping.
I also like that this guy's occupation is lifeguard, because when we see him, he literally looks like a caveman.
Yeah, well... The unfrozen caveman lawyer is the only job he can get. He can be unfrozen caveman lifeguard.
He's no David Hasselhoff, that's for sure.
No.
He's like if Hasselhoff's hair on his head covered his entire body.
Also, I kind of feel like if you're going to have that much hair, that much body hair, like a job that requires you to be adept at swimming is maybe not the best occupation.
Maybe it's hydrodynamic. He's like an otter. Like the
I don't
animal
know, he looked
otter,
a little
not
more
the,
like a bear.
Yeah, I was about to say the actual animal. Or, like a polar bear swim.
Yeah. Human hair tends to be curlier, so it does tend to have drag. It's a thing.
Anyway, so we cut away from the scene. We see one of these cans of magic meat, and the label peels off one of the cans, revealing a second label, which has like an atom on it. And pro tip: never eat anything from a can with an atom on it.
Yeah.
No. This feels like, I guess I could say this later when we sum up the episode, but this feels like a side quest from Fallout 4. Having old tin cans with atom labels on them absolutely is like a thing you'd find on a shelf or be sold by some random vendor who's just walking around with his mutated cow.
So that night, Cody and the bots, they're going monster hunting. Before they head out, Boulder, he needs a little guidance from his pal Graham, who's up late doing his homework and eating some potted meat. And are things that look scary necessarily scary? As people fear what they don't understand, like my quantum mechanics homework or the ingredients of this meat that I'm eating.
Yes.
So yeah, they're looking for him. Boulder dubs it Ridgy.
Yes. Well, you need a cute, marketable name for your monster.
Oh, sure.
For tourists.
I do appreciate that Boulder is willing to give this creature all of the benefit of the doubt, but Cody needs to watch some more movies in which the monster is actually a sad, misunderstood creature. Because, man, just being like, no, it's a monster, so it's bad.
He's regular Van Helsing.
Man.
Yeah,
it's clearly not cool.
Clearly Harry and the Hendersons was banned from this family.
They just haven't gotten to that yet. They'll get to that movie.
Get out of here, Ridgy! We don't need you anymore! Yeah, they had it is attacking the Griffin Rock Cannery.
What?
This is
cannery.
Maybe they're canning like fish, or I guess we know there are fishermen there, and I guess do you can lobster at any point or clams? I guess you can clams
or something. Various kinds of fish. Maybe they no tuna is not really
tuna.
I don't think. But,
So yeah, there's a big fight with this. When we get a full view of this monster, it is a big, snarling, hairy beast, and it appears to be wearing a toupee.
Yeah, very clearly wearing a toupee.
I'm pretty sure at some point in Fallout 4 I went into a cannery. Just saying.
So he's specifically looking for rusted-ass cans of this same product.
That or Billy beer.
Okay, I gotta get some Pepsi AM in here.
Ooh,
new Coke.
Oh, new Coke.
Oh, no.
Crystal Pepsi.
New Coke.
Well, isn't Crystal Pepsi coming back? Or did it already?
I think it came back. Oh, man, it's Tab.
Tab, no.
That's
Surge.
The worst cola. Bring back Surge! Surge isn't that still available somewhere in Europe or something?
Or Sprite Ice, the mint-flavored Sprite that nobody else liked but me.
What? Mint flavored? I
hate it when that happens.
It might have only been available in Canada.
Aww.
Sprite isn't great to begin with, but maybe with mint flavor that might be good.
I like a nice Sprite. That is my go-to movie drink.
No, give me root beer.
I find that it's better from the fountain than in the can.
Well, yeah.
I like Sprite at fast food places when I feel like I have already had quite enough caffeine for the day. Thank you.
Anyway, so they end up knocking the whole building down and smashing Cody's camera.
Aww. It's very sad looking. It's all busted.
Parker, get me pictures of the Maine Ridge Monster. So they head back, but they do find a clue. A nasty piece of wet hair.
Yes.
It's monster hair. So Cody takes that and he's like, look, I have proof. It's monster hair.
Yeah, and Danny's all, no, this is clearly like doll hair.
No, it's synthetic.
This
Look
isn't
at the
even
tag.
synthetic. Or this isn't even organic.
Obviously the chief is also not happy that he's sneaking out at night looking for monsters.
Yeah, I mean, how old even is he? Not old enough to be sneaking out at night looking for monsters.
No. And also Graham is there, and he's just eating more of this meat.
Yeah, something about the way he just keeps eating it with a spoon from a can with the lid still just peeled back. Oh, it's disgusting.
If someone his face and he's just looking kind of generally disheveled.
He looks like a hobo.
Yeah.
Yes, he does kind of have a hobo thing going on.
So now they've all got to go for action because somebody has broken into the mayor's place. Specifically, his secret stash of magic meat.
And they look at Graham and like, you better have an alibi, buddy.
And notably, the mayor calls him and he's wearing a hat.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's also very insistent that they find whoever took this meat and put him in the stocks.
Yes.
Yes, put them in the old town stocks, which don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
and they tell them we don't have stocks anymore.
But hey, there's a clue, and it is a trail of these empty cans.
Dun dun dun.
So as they leave, the chief just yells after them, "The stocks, chief! The stocks!" And, Chase is explaining that, most legendary creatures aren't real. The Loch Ness Monster, the Yeti, Prince Charming. There's no hard evidence that they exist. But of course...
Chase has a good point.
But of course, Blades, they're all real. He's seen them all in movies.
Yeah. Cartoons are real.
Danny has to explain, that those are like special effects. And even the chief is all, I know you saw a monster in that cannery, but it could have been a bear, could have been a person in a costume. Although, if the town has somebody who's raiding the cannery in a gorilla costume, that's probably also a problem.
Yeah, maybe the druids are getting more creative with their outfits.
Somebody could be doing like a midsummer. Oh
no. No.
David, are you still there?
Yeah. Sorry. I was
okay, good.
Looking,
no.
I was looking up.
No, I was just worried that you dropped out. No.
I was, or Michael Shannon could be wandering around in a monkey costume.
that is our worst case scenario. It could be Michael Shannon pulling apart as well.
No.
And you don't want to get on Michael Shannon's bad side because he'll just look at him; he'll tear you apart.
You get on my bad side. It's time for the urn.
Or maybe it's Ron Perlman filming a movie. You never know.
So they follow this trail, and it takes them right back to the firehouse. And they look at the security camera footage, and indeed, it's the camera being smashed by the monster.
Oh no!
Look, there's the monster. There's your proof.
So before anybody can put everything together, it pretty much solves itself because they watch Graham straight up turn into a monster.
And then run off.
Yeah.
It burst out of his clothes, including his pants, which is not a normal thing with monsters. I mean, I guess it's easier to hide these Sasquatches because Sasquatches don't usually wear pants, but that he goes fully nude? It's a little shocking.
I thought he would have like a pair of like Werewolf by Night torn slacks.
Yeah.
Nope.
But no, he's freeballing it.
Uh-huh.
Or free, whatever a Maine Ridge Monster has.
Well, presumably he's still a mammal.
Yeah, presumably he's still a mammal.
And lots and lots of hair.
Just got somewhat more internal genitalia. Like a cat.
And Blade says, wow, if that was CGI, it was very well done.
Almost there. He almost understands. Not quite.
Speaking of almost understanding, they all set out to find out what's going on, and, Cody asks where he and his dad are going in Chase, and Chase says, clearly, we're going to file for Graham's animal license.
Yes.
But no, what they are going for is, they go to see Doc Green, but meanwhile Huxley Prescott is indeed on full-on monster watch.
Yes! He's got his show with 24/7 coverage.
And people are already setting up a monster trap baited with ham. Speaking of Return of the Jedi.
Oh yes, dangle meat.
But hey, Doc Green knows exactly what this stuff is. It is faux-foo, which is short for forever food.
Ew.
Yay! Because it never spoils.
That's right, it never spoils, probably because there's no actual food in it.
No. Maybe they should have used more honey, because honey never spoils.
That's true. Now, there were a few problems with it. One, it didn't actually taste very good. Two, it actually was highly addictive. As Doc Green says, it sells itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And 3, it also was known to cause slight monsterism.
Yes, in the absence of UV radiation, it causes you to turn into a monster.
Yes.
And he's got a very nice little diagram.
I would think, like, the stuff would be on the list of required viewing of dangers that could happen on this island along with the blob.
And, this stuff, I guess, was invented when Doc Green was like a junior scientist. And so a bunch of it did indeed go to the Best Left Forgotten shelf, but I guess some of it was, like, buried at the mayor, or was in this bunker on the mayor's property. Yeah. And more of it was...
When they went to look into, the mayor's report of theft, it was like... They had to go down into an underground storage area.
Yeah, into his doomsday bunker.
He just accidentally dug down and hit this bunker that they had been storing Best Left Forgotten things in. So, good job.
We don't quite get the origin of how he decided to sell this, but I guess he just found it and thought, I can make a buck off this.
He probably found it, tried eating some of it himself, and was like, this is amazing, I should try to sell it. Also, I'm gonna keep eating a bunch of it, because it's highly addictive.
And
I guess opportunity.
I guess some of it they just left at the cannery.
You know, if I came across a mysterious tin can that had an atom symbol on it, I would not eat that. I think it's the atom symbol that made this whole thing click as Fallout for me.
Well, it also found in a bunker.
Yes. Found in a bunker. It does really seem like you would run into some NPC who has, like, some thing that they found this meat and they want you to bring them some more of it, and then, like, it becomes this whole questline subplot about, like, turning into a monster, and maybe if you eat a bunch of it you can turn into a monster, like how you can accidentally end up becoming a werewolf in Skyrim if you make friends with the wrong people. I mean, I guess you can tell them you don't want to be a werewolf, but then you've gone through all this trouble of making friends with them.
Hello, listeners. This is David from the future. Something that hasn't happened in a while happened with this recording, and I don't know how or why. But my audio just stops at some point around here. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's gone. My co-host audio is fine, so I'll just nip it down so it doesn't look like I'm missing, I guess. But what's going to be interesting as I edit and as you listen to the rest of the episode, have fun and goodbye for now. Damn you, past David! You have brought a curse upon future David.
Oh, they're like the Sharks and the Jets. They're going to have like a monster rumble.
Yeah.
So yeah, they head to the Hall of Inspiration to find the last cans of this stuff. However, unfortunately, not only is one of the monsters approaching not only is Graham approaching from the north, but there's another monster approaching from the south. I figure that there are two monsters, and pretty clearly deduct that the other one is the mayor.
Yes.
One with the toupee,
which you can
and
tell
also
from his toupee earlier in the episode. I love that toupee of the monster.
Well, he's kind of got when he's a monster, he's got like the long hair, but he's also bald, so he's kind of got the Hulk Hogan look.
Yes. Whereas Graham, as a monster, has like a more normal head of hair going on.
So they get there, the monsters get there, the monsters start fighting each other over the food, and it's a real problem because they decided to store this stuff next to the nitroglycerin.
Good job. Good job.
I mean, given this on, it's probably like super nitroglycerin.
Look, there's just a lot of poorly stored hazardous materials on this island. I feel like, maybe not necessarily Doc Green, but some of Doc Green's predecessors, like, did a lot of petitioning for lax regulations on these things.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's basically no regulations on storing any of this stuff.
And, so everybody is ready to just mess up these monsters. But, Boulder's all, no, he's still in there. I can reach him.
Heatwave is totally just gonna, pound them both into the dirt.
Yep.
Like a jerk.
Listen, you're monsters. You beat them up. That's what you do.
That's what they're for.
But no, Graham does... He does calm down up to the point where Luskey goes nuts again, knocks Boulder into the shelf full of explosives, but it is Graham who saves everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a show that does not normally have monsters in it, so I'm just grateful for the amount of monsters we got.
Yes. And it normally doesn't turn existing characters into monsters.
No, this is really out there for a Rescue Bots episode.
Yeah. Greg Weisman is bringing some exciting new ideas to the table.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think Graham at any point gets a love interest.
Aw.
So yeah, the next morning they are back to normal, but they still need to process that the meat, the magic meat out of their systems. But Doc Green, hey, he's got a cure. And that is green vegetables, raw broccoli, spinach, and kale. Now the question is, are those actually the cure, or do you just need a lot of fiber so you can poop it out?
May just be a nice way of saying you need lots of fiber so you can poop it out.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah.
Something antioxidants.
Yeah, listen, kids, you're going to be lucky if you have any bones left after you finish this off. I'm reminded of that Futurama episode with Hermes' famous jerk prunes. Which they refer to as Caribbean Drano. That's the one where, Fry's infested with the intelligent parasites.
Yes, that's...
Yes.
As someone who has dealt with a history of gastrointestinal issues, I am very familiar with that episode, and it is dear to my heart.
And yeah,
good news! It's a suppository. I can't swallow that. Good news! It's a suppository.
Oh. So yeah,
pretty sure they used that in the Comedy Central commercial spots for it. I can't swallow that.
Yeah, so Blades, even though it turned out that there was only kind of a real monster, Blades is still convinced that there are more late movie creepazoids out there. And Danny bans him from watching late night TV, and but there are other things, but it's horror movies, infomercials. I can just see Blades being fascinated by infomercials.
Yes. They have to just not allow him to have money.
He sees a guy spill a bowl of chips all over himself. Well, that happens to me all the time.
I love those. I love how unreasonably klutzy everyone is.
My entire life is a thanks Obama gif. But now Cody says, I still believe that Ridgie is out there, and cut to the forest, where something lurks. And that's the episode. Well, and that's also exactly how that movie Pottersville ends. It's like, hey, you don't think there's a real Sasquatch out there, do you? Sasquatch howl. So yeah, this episode went some weird places, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and like I said, it felt a lot like a Fallout 4 side quest plot line, but I spent significant portions of my life playing Fallout 4, so that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Oh, wait, now I remember why there was an issue. In the middle of the episode, there was a rather large millipede or centipede or some creepy crawly thing that appeared, and I had to destroy it and kill it, and I guess I must have unplugged the microphone at that point. Yeah. Back to the episode.
Millipede or centipede?
No.
Okay.
That never happens to me, which is great because you're the one who's afraid of them. So I would just be like, oh, hey.
Strangely, millipedes don't bother me. Centipedes bother me. Yeah, exactly. I'm not afraid of the millipedes. They just eat leaf litter.
I was camping last weekend. I met a wide and exciting variety of bugs.
So yeah, this episode was indeed a hoot and a half.
Yeah.
So I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner. You probably think this Toku episode is about you, don't you? Don't you?
They're done redoing Return of the Jedi?
Oh, right, my little Tokusatsu catch-up. This week on Gusty Sentai, The Ranger! Don't be vain! This is going to be a Cliff Notes version, just read them out. It's Magic Mirror Monster from space, Green works in a pet shop, he has nightmares of a peacock. The Mirror Monster has a tongue that comes out and eats people. Oh, its name is Mirror Master Makeup. It beats up an ancient martial artist peacock Buddha lady? Whatever. The mirror throws up a man it eats because it doesn't like men. It's like, dude, men have been obsessed with their appearance for ages, since ancient times. Anyway, the Mirror Monster explodes mirrors all over town. Green and Mirror get into a green fog illusion fight. But as the mirror breaks, Lady Peacock comes out from inside the monster, who's been in there for 6,000 years. Wait, what? She's there. I guess she's on the hero's side. Oh, and there was a giant robot fight. The end.
I guess you have to go back to the standards every so often.
Alright, so that is it for this episode. We'll be back next week with more Rescue Bots. Until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
We are hosted by iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with it. We are set up by me in my spare time. We have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. We don't know what we're going to do for June yet, but it's going to be something fun.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe something short, maybe. But Dune, the extended cut of Dune.
Time to dig into the Disney Plus reject bin.
That's fair.
Okay, although do remember that the last time we did something shorter, it was Avengers United They Stand.
Guys, more Inhumanoids. Gag oil. I bought, it's sitting on my pile of loot. Big Bad Toy Store had volume 2 of the Toys That Time Forgot, which is the one that has the Inhumanoids chapter on all the unproduced stuff that they spent several episodes trying to sell you. Like Gag Oil and Saberjet and Tank. So, very excited about that. But, yes, I've become insufferable about Inhumanoids. It's great. It's a great way to be. None at any of the flea markets I've been to, and it's heartbreaking. As a very sad, brief side story, I went out flea marketing after that camping trip last weekend. And flea markets tend to wrap up early, which is why I like to go to them after camping, because that's the only way to get my ass out of bed before 11 a.m. I am a second shift person. And there's one that I went to, and I hit it about between 3 and 3:30. And I found this booth that was like a section of another person's big room. I get the feeling it was like the kid of the people who ran the rest of the room, but by kid, I mean person our age. Because the guy who I encountered that was running the rest of the room was like probably in his 70s. But it was it was everything from 12-inch Joes up to like carded Spawn stuff and like all that weird indie comic stuff that was coming out through direct market in the 90s. But the guy had gone home for the day, so it was all like closed off. I couldn't get over and he had just like those sliding plastic drawer bins that you could get, and I could see the backs of them and see them just having like all these He-Man figures and stuff. And that poor 70-year-old man was not going to know what I was talking about if I said, do you have any Inhumanoids back there? Because he was sitting there babysitting this pile of G.I. Joe vehicles for some guy who had said he was going to go to the ATM half an hour previously. To be fair, that guy might have decided it was worth it to drive all the way back to Front Royal for 15 minutes and go to his own bank's ATM, because the one on site probably wanted like $10. But anyway, the point is, the one spot that I found that looked like it absolutely was going to have possibly something I was actually looking for, and it was just, I couldn't get in it. I couldn't get to it. It was heartbreaking. Gotta go back there sometime. So anyway, Inhumanoids I'm always pushing for, but maybe not as much of a exciting, refreshing summer thing. But we'll get something fun sorted out. We'll come up with something cool. Maybe MODOK.
All right, so please join us next week when we explore what lies below, which is not the Ghost movie with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Alas.
But speaking of Return of the Jedi, it does have a very special guest.
Ooh.
So until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm the ghost of Christmas future. Ooh, I'm David. Play with kitties.
So many kitties. So many kitties.
I want to play with kittens. So... Someday I'll have a kitten. Someday.
I can't. Well, not for long, you won't.
Well, no, but first I have to let at least 2 cats age out, because 4 is too many.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am right now, is there's only about a 4 or 5 year spread on my current batch, so I just imagine in 10 years it's going to be an unending nightmare of geriatric vet bills. So, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, though. This batch is super pretty. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. And they're so sweet. I don't know how kittens who were living under a shed are this friendly. I mean, the person who had the property was feeding them, but they weren't, like, handling them a lot. So, anyway, my kittens.
Cats are weird.
I mean, I think they're probably not old enough to understand to be afraid of things. But also, they probably at least associated people with getting food, even if they weren't being grabbed. So, anyway, they're good babies. They're excellent babies. They're surprisingly healthy.
Well, that's important.
Yes, they don't seem to have come pre-equipped with any particular parasites. One of them might have worms, but I gave them deworming stuff already, so we'll get through that. All right. I am all set to do an actual episode and stop talking about kittens so I can play with kittens.
Listen, I'm sure people tune in partly for the Transformer stuff, but also partly for kitten updates.
Maybe next time we record, things will be stable enough here that I'll be able to record in the room with the kittens running around, so you can maybe hear some kittens in the background.
All right.